Big up to all those in YouTube land. Welcome to this little preview between Arsenal Chelsea. Obviously, the cup, the first leg coming up on Wednesday, excuse me. For that, I thought I'd bring up an old friend, someone who I haven't worked with in a little while, and I have missed him immensely, sir. Mr. Tony Claude TV, how are you, sir?
See ya, people. Big ups to everyone who's watching us, people. Yeah. See, I mean, I'm feeling comfy. I'm feeling comfy on the, on the Wolfang, on the Wolfang chairs around here. I'm feeling comfy. This place used to be home, before work, and Wolfie was crazy busy at the time. I was crazy busy at the time. I mean, I remember when we stopped doing shows was when I got into this refereeing job for football. You remember, and then Wolfie said, "Tony, man, let's get our show go." And I was like, "Mate, I'm in the gulags, yeah, actually, kicking it with the boys and kicking it with the girls too down there too, with football, and stuff. And it has been a journey, and I'm glad I'm back. I'm glad I'm pushing. During the times I would have chance, we'll have to do it. But our show will be coming back both on our channel and on his channel. Maybe 1 week on mine, 1 week on his. So I'm back with my brother.
Well, when he's actually got the time, he'll do it. When he's actually got the time, because at the minute, I know you juggle so much.
I mean, but Wolfie, you're not gonna blame only me, because even you, there was a time, yeah, I was asking you, yeah, like, bro, what's up? You'll be like, oh man, I got a shift starting here. I got a shift. So I mean, it's not just only on me, but I'm the kind of person that I'm a very accountable person. Yeah, I take full responsibility.
Yeah, I know.
For lots of things going wrong, but Simon, you too should also take responsibility too. There are times. There were times you too were having work was so deep at the time, and there was a time when you were not feeling fine. You were just bouncing back and everything. So anyone who will be telling you, come, let's do shows, would be a stupid person, because you have a friend of yours who's just bouncing back from me. I mean, that was a traumatic experience for you, if you remember. I ought not to remember you about some traumatic experiences you've actually faced, but yeah. I mean, that thing scared me, people. Yeah, what happened to Wolfie at the time? It scared me, and I was not just totally open to asking him all the time, hey, come, let's do shows, because I don't know where he was mentally at the time. But again, it's all good. We bless God that you're fine, you're okay, you're doing your thing, bounce back.
Yeah, I'm getting back on the horse. I'm getting back on the horse, man. Like Tony was alluding to, I haven't done a lot of streaming over the last year. I've not really been in the mood to. Like, you have to be in a certain mood, some mindset to do streaming, and I haven't been there for the last year. People that know me know why, so it's just one of those ones. Yeah, but anyway, lots changed since the last time, like, me and you have spoken. Actually, I think we've had like 2 managers since the last time me and you spoke. We've had Poch and Enzo. So, on your opinion, like, just give me where you Arsenal are at the moment, and like how you see like things going on the Arsenal ship right now.
Yeah, big people. Yeah, big up to Aces. Aces, another real one, people. Yeah, always on my channel. Is a full-fledged member of my channel. He's also a moderator on my channel. Big up to Aces. Thanks for joining us here, because I'm here with my longtime friend Simon. We started this thing together, and we've been friends all through. So thanks for joining us on this one. Big up, Miss Wolfie. Nice to see you. Nice to catch up with you again here. Big ups to you. And AFC always my guy. He says Wolfang and Tony. Wolfang is in the view. People, and then I forgot to do that, people. I forgot to do that. See, people, yeah, it's simple. It's easy. It's simple. It's easy. Arsenal, top of the table. I mean, even Wolfie can fight that. Yeah, I mean, even Wolfie. I mean, I still got my boxing gloves on. if you still remember, me and you, it's always a boxing match, but it is what it is. It's always a friendly boxing match.
Yeah, well, like, I always have a conversation. He's the boxer. I'm the
Wolfie, I remember a couple of months ago, Chelsea fans having drawn to Arsenal were feeling giddy, and they started, acting, irrationally, they were all around, streams all over the internet, talking tough and talking about how they're gonna, chase Arsenal down for the title and all that good stuff. But I mean, and this is the thing. This is the thing about time. This is the thing about time. Wolfie, I hope you're ready for this boxing match. I mean, Wolfie, it's like old times, then we'll spot together, So it is what it is. I'm back on your channel, and let's do it. A couple of months ago.
Never in. We were never in no title race, man. And I think any grounded Chelsea fan would really
Wolfie, you're saying it now, but
I've always said
my other Chelsea mate, Yasa TV didn't believe that. He thought that Chelsea was firmly in the title race, mostly when we drew against Chelsea.
We had the same banterings last season, and look what happened, man. And it's literally a carbon copy. If you want my own personal feeling, I've said this many times on my channel, I'm not afraid to repeat it. Like, if you want me my own personal opinion, I wasn't a big fan of Enzo Maresca purely because if you look at the progression of the football team compared to someone in a similar position, you look at someone like Luis Enrique at PSG and how he structured the team and built the team in almost the same amount of time. But bar and take maybe 3 or 4 months. But when you look at the progression of that kind of team, then you look at what we were doing with Enzo Maresca. We were never in any real Chelsea fan who wasn't bantering themselves we were never in no title race, Tony.
Wolfie, I would carefully and humbly disagree with you. I hardly disagree with you in many things, but in this one, I think I will clearly and unequivocally.
Told you that
not agree with you on that one. With the same if you're going to listen to my argument about that, though. Enzo Maresca, a manager you brought into the football club. Man comes in, man wins the Conference League for you. Man comes in, man wins the biggest trophy on the world stage, the new one, which is the Club World Cup. Whether you like it or not, that's a prestigious trophy.
Where was that with the biggest trophy?
No, but let me land on this one. I'm gonna land the mineral. People, I'm gonna land the mineral. Whether my brother Wolfie allows me to land it. Yeah. And he wins you these trophies, And man is man doesn't even have good defenders to play with.
Yeah.
Man is being given Dillap, a construction worker, a couple of years ago to actually spearhead the Chelsea attack, bro. Complete bombs you have to work with, people. Yeah, see, people, I'm not saying Maresca, is this, is the best thing since sliced bread. But I'm just saying, why sack Maresca and go bring in a manager from Strasbourg? Yeah, a manager from Strasbourg who, when the rumors started, was with Strasbourg at 11th place when the rumors started. When the rumors have already firmly gained momentum, he was in 7th when he moved away from Strasbourg. That's the person who is replacing Enzo Maresca, who has won 2 good trophies for you guys. That man hasn't really been backed in the market. Bombs are what he has to work with, people. Look at your defense. Who's going to use that defense to win a trophy, bro? Bro, I don't think, if your defense was in my defense, bro, we don't win anything, bro. The strength of me actually chasing these titles I have done in 3 occasions. This is the 4th one, I can't do that with that Chelsea defense, bro. But man won 2 full-fledged trophies, with that defense. I respect that man a whole lot, bro. I respect him more than many Chelsea fans actually do. Give him more respect. That man has tried. What do you want him to do? He has to work with these bombs. Enzo, people, yeah. I mean, it's good and okay. You can talk about Enzo this, Enzo that, world-class player. Really, really. Has it really been world-class people? Seriously, people, really? That's who you have to work with. Garnacho, man needs a winger. When other teams are out here getting Semenyo as a full-fledged winger, and don't tell me Chelsea don't have the money to go bring in Semenyo. But who does he get? Garnacho. Paint his hair, dye his hair blonde, and that's all. Bro, come on, bro. It doesn't work like that, bro. Bro, what defensive reinforcements have you gotten? What wingers have you got? How has the team benefited Maresca as a manager, bro? Why didn't you support the guy though? I don't agree with you.
I did support him. Like when you got to think about it, like Tony, you know this as well as I do. When it comes down to Chelsea, you're there to coach the team and coach the team only. He would have known that before he took the job. And I appreciate what you're saying about the trophies. The Club World Cup, don't really respect that too much. The Confederation, the third tier, the baby tier European Cup, if you like, Conference League. I don't mind adding that to complete football. But at the end of the day, long story short, this guy would have like with Arteta. If say for Arteta, horror of horrors, doesn't win anything the end of this season, he gets sacked. A lot of people might say that's unfair, but ultimately you're there to win. If you don't win or continue to win, because this is the thing, right? This is not Eddie Howe syndrome at Newcastle, where Newcastle was trying to build a platform where they can become like a competitive team. The idea at Chelsea was we already are a competitive team. Like you say, we do win trophies. And if you have one season where you're successful, but then you're still flopping. Because realistically, he got sacked not because of results or whatever. He got a sack because he got what he said. Now, I don't mind if you...
Bro, he doesn't have control. It's not only about what he said. He doesn't have control. And he's referenced this lots of times. He doesn't have control of the players that would actually play in a game.
All that kind of thing. You don't air when you're at Arsenal. You don't air the club's dirty laundry, bro. You don't use that as a swipe, because the thing is, what I don't understand, that was off the back of a victory against Everton. So when we just beat Everton and he's like, oh right, this is the worst 48 hours of my Chelsea management. It's like, what? Where did that come from? Now, maybe I'm just a bit old school, right? It comes with the job. Just shut the fuck up and get on with it. Seriously, I appreciate what you're saying about Enzo Maresca, about maybe give him more time and actually one or two more players. But let's be honest, like 20, oh my God, we've thrown 20 points away from winning positions. How many times have we taken the leads in games and just absolutely collapsed?
Bro, again, this criticism on this manager it's heavy. You have a Sanchez who I don't think I want at Arsenal, bro. That goalkeeping position is not competitive enough. Bro, again, it has to do with it has to do with your recruitment. It has to do with the players that is at his disposal. He wants to play a certain way, and he doesn't have the kind of players that will play the certain way he wants to employ at Chelsea. Why? I mean, you've just referenced, how much times you've lost a game from winning position, but you've not led a careful indictment into the defensive reinforcement you have in your team. Yeah, so for me, that's disingenuous if you're doing that, because you're saying, hey, you're leaking goals, but what defensive network do you have right now? Okay, who are your two best centre backs?
Well, no, I get that, but Levy Colwell, I think, would be one of them. He's been injured.
Colwell. Okay. Do you know how many matches Colwell have? Do you know how many matches Colwell have lost? Haven't played in this season with Chelsea.
He hasn't been
consistent this season.
In pre-season.
Injured in preseason. Okay, who has been playing apart from Badashile, the other Nigerian? What's that guy's name?
Has been using Adebayo. He's used Chalobah. He's used Correa as a centre back at times. He's used obviously what's his name, Badashile as well. Because Levy Cole has been injured. I understand what Jeremy Tosin
has been. Tosin doesn't even come up as my backup defender, bro.
Yeah, that's Adebayor. Tosin Adebayor. That's his full name.
Tosin, yeah. People.
Yeah.
But the thing is, and Wolfie is wondering why you have been losing games from winning position. Wolfie, think again.
I'm not actually.
Think again. Think again, bro. Think again. Yeah, I mean, you full-fledged just ask that question, why you've lost games from winning position. Well, I mean, I made you tell me right now your defensive clusters. And those are your defenders you have right now. I mean, how many of them are full-fledged members of the national team in your defense right now? Full-fledged members of the national team. Like they play regularly for the national team.
Fofana, Badiashile, but Badiashile.
Oh, how many games did Fofana play this season, bro? I mean, has he been fit this season, really? Really? Yeah, really? Are we to go there?
Well, you just asked
how many games has he played, bro?
Wait, are we talking who internationals or who do I rate?
It's not about who you rate. It's about who has been playing for Maresca. That's what I'm saying. We're trying to talk about this Maresca thing.
Let me ask you a question. You asked me a question about the options. Let me ask you about the options, right? Is Cucurella a striker?
No.
Is Gusto a number 10?
No.
So why are you playing him there then?
Bro, again.
No.
Again, it still boils down. But Wolfie, that's a disservice. That's a disservice. It still boils down to the recruitment in the team. It still boils down to the medical staff. The medical staffs are telling him you can't play this player, even when some certain kind of players are okay to play. The medical staffs are telling him, hey, you can't play these players. And he has to follow what they say. Bro, come on, bro. Cut the guy some slack. Cut Maresca some slack, bro.
Is that the goalkeeper's fault or the striker's fault? No, it's not. It's mine, isn't it? Like you said about boxing and sparring, if we were having a boxing match and I kick you in your damn leg, you'd be like, hang on a minute, this is supposed to be a boxing match. What are you doing? Come on, bro. Hang on. How did you used to say, what is this? What is this? Why do I have a wing back as a number 10? Why do I have a left back as a secondary striker? Why do I have a right back as a centre back?
Bro, see, that idea of Fofana and Colwill are not bad ideas, yeah, but they've been plagued by injuries. This is what I'm talking about. The backups that have been playing for Chelsea are bums.
I get that.
I mean, let's be frank about this, bro. The backups in defense are bums. No top manager is going to work with those kind of managers and bring out the best and win the Champions League with Tosin and Badiashile out there, bro. No top class winner is going to be working with Sanchez as a goalkeeper, bro. Come on, bro. Don't do this, man. Don't do this, man. The man overachieved with the team he had. He overachieved with the team he had. And you know what? Yeah, this Rossano coming into Chelsea, it's going to unravel to be something that's going to be very, very bad for Chelsea. I mean, and you know what? Yeah, I'm not the guy to tell you that Chelsea's going to fail. But, bro, remember my face when Rossano has been sacked, bro. That man will not last. See, Rossano won't last 5 months in that Chelsea. Bro, people, I'm telling you, Rossano would not last 5 months as manager of Chelsea Football Club, people. He's going to lose so bad, yeah, people, yeah. He's going to lose so bad, people, yeah, that you guys would regret ever naming that guy a man. Bro, what has he done? I mean, so wait, yeah. So you just become a Chelsea manager, hocus pocus, ta-da! I mean, bro, are we doing, bro, what are we doing here? Hocus pocus, ta-da, and then you get a Chelsea job?
No, I agree with you. The caliber of manager that we've hired, yeah. Let's be honest. The only reason why he's there is because he was Strasbourg manager, and it was the sister club of Blue Coat, and that's probably why he's ended up getting it. It's like a default prize. You know what I mean? Like, but I understand what you're saying about But with me, for Enzo, put me personally, like the problem with Enzo was the tactics, man. Like you leave a centre back in left back's position and a right back's position, then you wonder why when they get dusted, everyone's straight through at the goalkeeper, and hence made Sanchez look so good. I think Robert Sanchez, I'm not his biggest fan, but I will say he hasn't done too much wrong this season. Do I think he's the best goalkeeper in the world? Hey, bro, look at what Raya did a couple of weeks ago. He ran off his line and got lobbed. So, like you alluded to a minute ago, sometimes it's about the defense in front of them, not just the goalkeeper. So,
but again, you can't compare those situations. Raya has won the Golden Glove 2 seasons in a row at Arsenal, and he hasn't even won a trophy yet.
But wasn't Raya one of those goalkeepers that seem to have the bozo gene, just like Sanchez, when you bought him?
Bro, it still doesn't extricate him from the fact that he's been the Golden Glove winner.
I'm not saying that's what I mean. Is it down to him, or is it down to the defense in front of him?
Yeah, of course. But again, you are Chelsea football. Bro, you're also forgetting that you are Chelsea. Bro, I shouldn't be spelling this out to you. You are Chelsea Football Club. The money is there. The attraction should be there. You've won more trophies this decade than Arsenal would ever have won.
No.
So let me just put it like that.
The modern era.
You have the pool. You're Chelsea Football Club. You have the money. Why doesn't Chelsea have the kind of back four that Arsenal have got? You spent almost the same amount of money that Mikel Arteta has spent over a 6-year reign. Yeah, probably over $1 billion plus building your team, £1 billion. Imagine the kind of money we're talking about, and you spend that kind of money.
Wait. So who are you telling me that was so great that Mikel Arteta bought?
Bro, listen to what I'm saying. It's not about the manager now. The manager is a different thing entirely because
Saliba, Gabriel, Saka, they were all brought in by Unai Emery, were they not?
Bro, you just mentioned Arteta. I don't want you to put Arteta in that. No. You're bringing Arteta into the question now because I don't want the manager. I don't want my manager to be in the football club. But that's a story for another day. I'm an Arteta outer, and I've always been for like about 2 years now, and I've been an Arteta outer now. But again, that's a separate thing. The manager spent over $1 billion plus, but at least I've gotten us something I could say maybe, just maybe this season, a title-winning defense. I'm saying potentially, yeah?
Well,
Chelsea, by the way, have spent almost that same amount of money with no credible defense.
Wait.
That's all I'm saying.
Wait, Tony, you just said
all this money spent and you don't have a title winning defense.
More than Arsenal over the last 5 years. Who's won more, Arsenal or Chelsea?
That's what. Again. That's bro. When you have managers like Tuchel, you win trophies. That's what I said. That's what I told you. Extricate that Arteta thing. We're not talking about Arteta because I knew this will come up. I knew this will come up.
No. I'm not digging into Arteta. Arteta is your manager. Fine. We're talking about Chelsea, not Arteta. But you're trying to say,
bro, you just talked about trophies. You're winning trophies because you have a big-time manager who backs it up with the kind of players that he has.
Who won more trophies last season between Enzo and Arteta?
Bro, it doesn't matter because you have managers that were more better than Arteta. No, it doesn't matter because you had managers, literally tacticians, that could win you a trophy from anything, bro.
Yeah.
Who could manage with players, who could make even a dead man walk. Tuchel won the Champions League with you guys, with a below par team in my own view.
If you want me to say, right, do I think Liam's going to be another in and out man? Yes. But then again, I always thought Enzo was going to be as well. And I'll tell you why. We got him from the Championship. Deep that for a second. Chelsea Football Club got their manager from the Championship. You feel me? Like, would you sign a centre back from the Championship? Would you sign a striker from the Championship? Would you sign a goalkeeper from the Championship? No. So why do you expect when we sign our manager from the Championship? Do you expect any better? Like,
no, but it's laughable. No, again, bro, that's a disingenuous. But again, see, yeah,
well, Andrew,
why? But yeah, I mean, it's good you take a pop at Maresca and call him average and all that. It's good that Wolfie, would say he came from the Championship. But I mean, how can you put it in? How can you put it in this way? Yeah, that a Championship manager who came into the Premier League, and that an average manager who Andrew is calling an average manager won the Club World Cup.
Yeah,
took Chelsea to its first final and won in that final in the Conference League. People, what are we doing, bro? What are we talking about?
I hear what you're saying.
Are you serious, bro? I have Mikel Arteta, who has been at the football club and has done fuck all. What are we talking about here, bro? And Andrew calls him average, bro. Really? Average? Really? Is that what we're doing here? But man is winning trophies, bro. And my own manager doesn't win any trophies, bro. Really?
No. I hear what you're saying. Right? Now, let me ask you about it. If you're talking about, right, credit in the bank where it should be as a manager in charge of a football. Now, let's break this down, right? Because so far we've been discussing the facts of Chelsea. Not my individual opinion, just the facts of Chelsea. So let's break this down, right? Do I believe what they did to Enzo Maresca was harsh? Because I don't believe it was based on results on the football pitch. I believe it was based on stuff behind the scenes. Right, so let's clarify. He wasn't sacked because of what happened on the pitch. I think he was sacked because of what happened off of it. Right. So, but unfortunately, that is the wagon train of the new ownership. Because let's just be honest, Chelsea is not how we were before, where we would break the bank to become winners, and winning was the absolute priority, no matter what. That's where the board's mentality is changed. That's why we had the best owner in world football, regardless if you think he was dodgy or not, in Roman Abramovich, because he wanted Chelsea to win no matter what. That's not what this board are doing. Now, what this board are doing, because there's so many different rules and regulations in football, regulating finance, what they're doing is taking a completely different approach to it, which is being more smarter, using loopholes, rebuilding Chelsea as a business from the ground up, which they have to do because of all the amount of financial hoo-ha. Now, I'm real. When you get a new owner like that, who's not like you're looking like how you guys are looking and how Liverpool are looking. You're looking maybe 8 or 9, 10 years before you're winning anything. And you guys, maybe Liverpool and Arsenal are attributes to that model where you get a certain squad of players and you build up on that over 10 years. Players come in, players come out, managers come in, managers come out. Since Wenger, from them would be from Klopp to Benitez, etc. And obviously Arnie's slots. But on merit, did Enzo Maresca deserve to be sacked? Regardless of my opinion, no, he did not. Yes, I agree with you that the Chelsea back four.
But did he overachieve though? The question people are not asking. Did he overachieve though?
I don't think he overachieved.
Did he overachieve though, considering the players he had?
This is why I said
Garnacho. I mean, there's bombs in your team, bro.
Garnacho was not there when he was successful. Let's keep this in context.
No, I know, but these are the lot that are given to him to chase for the title.
I get that. And
how can he win the title with Garnacho, bro?
No, defensively, we've been rattled for years. We've had injury-prone defenders, Badiashile, Wesley Fofana, Reece James, etc. We've had injury-prone defenders for years. That's part of the problem, right? But when you look at that actual managerial credit, yes, we got rid of Endo. Even for me, even though I don't like him, I think Poch deserved more time because everything was on the up and up with him when he got sacked. I don't understand what happened there ever. But obviously,
but he didn't win anything. He didn't win anything.
No, he didn't win anything, but
he didn't win anything. Maresca won something.
With Enzo Maresca, which is the more example here, right? I do believe that with him, he is one of those ones where behind the scenes he said too much. Would we not? Let's be fair, right? Because let's be honest. I am not sure whether other Chelsea fans would agree with me on that. This is where I'll be a bit more individual. They want a lot of people want, and this is me and TT, and I've heard this discussion where people say, "Oh, Chelsea say we want our Chelsea back." What do you mean you want your Chelsea back? You can't get, if ever anyone wants it to be like the heyday of Roman Abramovich, where we're spending money over fist, buying every best player we could. Guess what? The rules don't allow us to do that. because of the like this. Let's face it, right? When you look at every sport, and this includes football, whenever anyone, this is how bad it was. We have a development in that. We have a saying in this country. There is no different that no other country has other than Spain. When they say the top two, is we had the thing called the top four. Do you remember that? It used to be Liverpool, Arsenal, Man United, Chelsea. Remember that? Right?
Yeah. Big up J-Top,
Barcelona and Real Madrid are exactly the same. So what they said to everybody, because it's so unfair to everybody else, because no one can compete and no one can get into the top. The only one that we all know offhand broke that mold was Leicester City. They come out of nowhere. They were like on a
out of nowhere.
The stars aligned somewhere. Like Kante was born. Then like somehow, some way, he ended up where they make cheese and onion crisps. And like, and then they done a mad thing. Like Vardy was scoring some outrageous goals. To be honest, actually, the amount of work rate and goals he scored for them just playing for Leicester, you could argue he was on world class just on merit. He won a Premier League and an FA Cup with Leicester, and they were in the Champions League, knocking on the doors of some of the best teams in Europe. Not obviously competing with them, but they were playing matches where they were in it. So, you got to give credit where credit's due there. But so going off subject, but what they decided to say was, okay, look, it's unfair to these teams. So Liverpool, you can't spend this much unless you earn it. Chelsea, you can't spend this much unless you earn it, etc., etc., etc. And let's not bear in mind the inflation in football as well, because these guys spend hundreds of millions on play. And this is, and if you want to talk about the basis of logic, I don't understand why you sign 12, 18-year-olds for 15 million when you can just go out and buy a man who's 28 for like 45. And like, if you just took 3 of those youngsters out, and we can argue about the maths about it all day long, but on the flip side, this is where it's smart. This is where I've knocked them by saying they're not ambitious enough. But this is where they come into the ruthless side of it a bit more, in terms of, as a business and as a support mechanism, they're rebuilding Chelsea in a stable way. Can we all agree on that? Because the last thing we want to do, because this is one thing we love about Abramovich. Not only did he make us winners, he saved the team. Because let's be honest, he tried to be ambitious.
Wolfie, I completely get you. You're talking about all this, restructuring, talking about all this foundations, this, that. Do you think the average? I'm sorry, that's the difference between you, and the Chelsea fans of this age. You're a conservative Chelsea fan, bro. You have to understand this. Other people are not conservatives the way that you are, supporting this football club. We have Gen Z TikTok following Chelsea fans right now. They don't care about this structuring and foundational principles.
That's like me saying I don't care about
you into a more better financial. Bro, they don't care about that bullcrap. What they want right now is trophies, bro. They want to win trophies. They don't care about who is
winning trophies.
Bro, if you ask, all these TikTok Chelsea fans who owns Chelsea Football Club. None of these pranksters understand who owns Chelsea Football Club. They don't care. They don't give a shit. They don't care. What they care about is that the players turn up. You bring in the big and the best players, and you bring them in, bring them to the carpet and win games and win trophies. And with Chelsea, all of a sudden, it's about trophies. This structural, foundational principle you're talking about, bro, they don't care. They don't care. But what they care about is winning trophies. Yeah, bro. That's it. They don't care all this, bro. They don't care. If you ask them who owns Chelsea Football Club, they don't know. They don't know it's Blue Cup. They don't care. Who owns it? Do you know your sister club? Do you know Strasbourg is your sister club? Do you know that's why you also, out of convenience, you actually bring in a manager from Strasbourg? They don't care. What they care about is they want to win. Now, do these young kids see, or these young Chelsea fans see this manager as a winner? The answer is no. The perception of a manager also matters. You might be, okay, he could do well, he could do. But again, you've totally forgotten that the kind of supporters that we have at this day and this age, they sense things. They want the shiny toys, they want the flamboyant managers, they want the hipster managers like Ateta.
What you're saying,
and all this, all these clowns we have these days, that are more. I mean, that are more flamboyant, but they have the feeling that this manager could take us there. Don't be surprised that many Chelsea fans will be cussing their lots right now, while in the wait a couple of weeks to get Alonso into the football club right now.
Let me tell you one thing, right? Let me put it this way, right? If that's the case, then I'm not
big up Celtic.
Yeah, big up JK, brother.
Big ups, guys.
If that's the case, and I'm pretty sure JK is as well, then I'm the only real Chelsea fan. Because you look at how many Chelsea content creators last year, Osherman this, Osherman that, we're gonna get Victor Osherman, and I was just like, you know what? We're not. When we didn't get him at the beginning of last summer, I was like, you can tell this board they've got a strict financial structure, and they're not going to break it. And this is not the Chelsea. They cut anyone that sits there and says, "Oh, we need to bring in the big and the best," and all that. Just like how we did with you can't do that. Like I just said a minute ago, in terms of regards to what you just mentioned about some other Chelsea fans, like whoever you may have been speaking to on the internet, it's like me saying, "Oh, that Chelsea that nowadays can spend money how they used to." No, they can't spend. Even if they do have the investment, they got to show that it goes through a set system in the club and is valid. Because if not, we just get punished again and again and again and again. I'll big up TT as well. Tony is the winner.
Big up Aces. No, that's an in-joke. It's an in-joke. It's an in-joke I have with Aces.
Yeah, no worries. But it's just one of those ones where, like, and I think JK would like back me up. And this is not the same Chelsea club like what we all know and love in terms of Abramovich, because these guys are not dedicated to winning alone. These guys are dedicated to being smart, clever. They're looking to find loopholes. In a way, maybe in a certain way, it might actually be a better approach for the survival of the club. But like, you know what I mean? All those Chelsea
survival, bro. Wait. Survival, really? Are you putting survival with Chelsea in the same vein? Really? Chelsea Football Club is a big football club. You're rich. You have the money. And to be very sincere, it hasn't translated to the kind of signings that the fans want. So when you put in survival with Chelsea, I don't think it has gotten to that extent. No, Chelsea will still be Chelsea. No. Spend money the way any other football club would spend money, and nothing would happen. Charges 115 charges on Man City, yet they survive. What are we talking about?
Yeah, but they never get punished for anything they do, man. That's always us.
Even Chelsea, you would never be punished because
punished loads. How many fines?
The punishments are so minor, Wolfie. The punishments are so minor. The punishment we had on the Roma was the transfer ban. It was only for one season.
Yeah, well, we still got punished. We still faced the charges, bro.
Punished? How? Really? Was that consummate with the crime? Was that consummate with the crime? No, it wasn't. See, big teams will always get out. See, Premier League, it's all about marketing their image, So they won't let Chelsea slip. They won't let Chelsea go down to the Championship. It's not going to happen. Same to a Man City, 115. I was laughing at the clowns. I was saying they're going to send them to the. That's a big lie. The whole thing, it's gimmicks. It's all lies. It's based on marketing. It's based on the image they want to try and push out there. The big teams are not just going to survive. They're going to fly in the system. So that's why I'm saying, and again, back to the footballing reason why I think Chelsea goofed on this Maresca thing. A manager, you brought from the Championship, an average manager. Good, you could call him all that stuff, but that's a manager that has won 2 trophies at the end of the day, You ought to have supported that manager, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You ought to have supported him because I'm looking at that manager right now, You're still with Sanchez, You're still with Sanchez. Colwill is not playing. He's always injured, Fofana always injured. The backup players you brought. Bro, Chalobah is a backup dancer, bro. Everyone knows this. Adara, bro, another backup dancer, bro. Come on, bro. These are bombs, bro. And this is the man this is the defense you want Maresca to go and win the league with. Really? Are we doing this, bro? The lap? Really? Seriously? Come on, bro. Let's call a spade, bro. It's not going to happen, bro. Better recruitment has to be there. A manager that will come into the football club and have a say on transfers and have a say on the medical staff and how they prepare the team and how they prepare the team and the players available. That's what needs to happen. But you going to get a Resinu is just there as a yes man. He's going to say yes to every medical team news he gets. He is going to say yes. He's going to say, yes, boss, thank you for bringing me here. I'm not a yes man in the football club. And that's why I think this manager is going to be sacked in less than 4 months.
Well, no,
3 at best.
JK, you can answer this. Go on. Like, you can have your view on this.
To be fair, just quite up on the whole topic. So was it about the managers, owners?
Yeah.
No, we jumped into a whole lot of stuff.
Yeah, Basically, the summary is Enzo was done dirty by the Chelsea board. But as TT pointed out, you're the coach, not the manager. So
you know what? I've had my critiques of Enzo Maresca on the tactical side of things, but whether you like it or not, and whether you like him or not, the main problem will never be him. I don't care what anyone says, even for the way the season has gone. Whether we like it or not, we can. And Wolfie, we've discussed this so many times. I can have a go at Enzo for the tactical decisions because if I'm going to be honest, he only has one way of playing, and why we only turn up for the big games, and he doesn't have a tactical plan for teams with low blocks, as he admitted, then that's an issue as well in itself. Playing a system that literally exposes our players' weaknesses, as well. Although you know that the players we have are not good enough. That's the thing. That's the thing we've been talking about. But then the issue is this. First and foremost, he didn't get backed in the summer. Whether you like or not, he never got backed. The players we brought in, as we all said, we rated this window less than a 3. If you remember, Wolfie, we all rated this window less than a 3. Although Tony Claude has been with Chelsea fans that said it was 7. I don't know how. And please let me know what they're smoking. Anyways, but then at the same time, this comes back to the point you guys were talking about. You guys were speaking about how the ownership can't do certain stuff because I think restrictions, this, that, and the other, and the Roman era. What every Chelsea fan can say, the only positive Chelsea fans can say about Bluco is that they tried to financially get us out of trouble, but that's just not enough. There's a difference between getting you financially out of trouble, but then also making smart signings in the summer, or making smart signings. That's nothing to do with you getting punished. I'll give you an example. Wolf, remember the example I gave you the other show? 30 million for Cherky. You telling me you would have got punished if we bought him? And that's someone who improves our team.
Donnarumma went for 25 mil, bro, to City.
He's one of the best goalkeepers in the world. Mike Maignan had 1 year left on his contract, and we could have gotten him on a 3. And these are players that don't have big wages. If I'm going to be honest, some of them do. Some of them do, but at the same time, this is where you have to look at the whole project, and you're like, bro, then what's the whole point? They actually just don't want to win. They're just bringing in kids to fit profit. And we can talk about punishments as well. That in itself should be that itself should be a punishment. I don't care what anyone says, because you're basically that's football human trafficking. I don't care. That's so bad. No, it's human trafficking in football. No, I'm telling you this, yeah, Tony. We all know how it feels like human trafficking. Like literally. You're
South American.
For them to just play. You're gonna sell them off. It just doesn't make sense. There's no, and even when they get asked, what's the whole purpose? They want to make profit out. I remember Iqbali saying on the YouTube channel, he was talking about the whole point is to make sure we sustain profit, but then also if success comes along, we can be able to build on that. Well, the whole thing was a lie, because at the same time, we won the Club World Cup, although the Conference League, it was good to win it, but at the same time, it is 30th. But at the same time, the Club World Cup, you should be building on that then, but you didn't.
The thing is, on that, JK, the reason why that Club World Cup got blown up so much wasn't because it was a great trophy. It was who we beat in the final.
And it's who we beat in the final. That's the thing.
If we beat some Mexican team in the final, that would have just washed over. Like every other fucking Club World Cup final that's come before it where no one really knows about it. You used to, bro, to watch the Club World Final back in the day. You used to stay up to 3 o'clock on Channel 4. Big up to anyone knows what I'm talking about. When you used to like watch that way back in the day on Channel 4 back in the day.
But then also, Wolfie, the reason is behind this was because it had a big prize money. I remember the prize money that we won for the Club World Cup. We used it to pay off the punishments, the so-called punishment that Roman had, if you remember, some of them. And if you look at it as well, they now put up a restriction on us because I think we need to now make profit, this, that, and the other. Now I wanna ask you this: when Blue Coat took over, debts from Roman have been, I swear, all the debts I think have been cleared. If you remember, yeah. So now I want to know:
wait, guys, wait. Are we talking about debt really with Chelsea Football Club? Really? I mean, again, it hasn't really been about the money, though. For me, it hasn't really been about. I mean, it hasn't been about, reshuffling the deck with the books and the foundation, bro. I don't think it has really been that. It hasn't really been that. The problem there is that the managers you bring into the football club feel distant from making key decisions in taking the club forward. Let's talk about footballing stuff. Forget the books. The books will take care of itself. Like I've said, it's all for show. All this stuff about paying this, paying that. We've seen with Manchester City, you could still breathe and even challenge for titles and win more, even when you commit crimes. So let's throw that away. Let's completely throw that out the window. Chelsea will be Chelsea. Man City will be Man City. Arsenal will be Arsenal. The big clubs will be the big clubs because the Premier League needs to keep up an image. And that would, self-service itself in it. So throw away that thing about the books.
I agree. Well, the thing is
now, JK, you said something very important, about Chelsea failing to break. I want to keep this thing a footballing thing. Yeah, you talked about Chelsea, having a kind of mental block in not breaking teams that keep a low block. Good and okay. Do you think, that when Arsenal in the summer, decided to go for Eze, who was in Crystal Palace, won the FA Cup with Crystal Palace. We all know what he can do. Full-fledged England international. He can break low blocks. Yeah, he could do all that. Yeah, with a different manager that's not Mikel Arteta, he walks straight into this Chelsea team and helps you break low blocks. Forget what is happening at Arsenal. Is a victim of Mikel Arteta's tactics here. If fresh from Crystal Palace, Eze walk into that team, Chelsea would not struggle to beat low block teams this season. He'll create those spaces. He'll find those spaces. He'll attack them. So again, someone in the Chelsea sessions, I do respect you, but he said, that the manager wanted Delap, and they brought bro. Come on, bro. Don't do that, bro. Do you think a manager like Maresca would say he wants Delap, out of the blue? Come on, bro. Man will be talking about the biggest names out there, and then maybe they say, hey, we don't have that. We it's not, the kind of money we want to spend. It's not the kind of money that will bring in the biggest of strikers. So maybe that Delap signing was just, okay, let's make do with him. And if you want to build, because you talked about building on that Club World Cup win, but with which players though? With which players though? Really? With which players though? With Delap leading the line? Seriously? Neto has been okay. I don't have a problem with that. It's been just okay, which is just an okay player that he is, not an exceptional. But you do need exceptional players. And the manager hasn't got that. That's the problem.
I'll give you an example. Remember, last January, Kvaratskhelia was available for the same money as Garnacho, by the way. If you remember. So, a regular Chelsea fan, a regular Chelsea owner will, a Chelsea board will go out there and say, you know what?
They got Miss Melina.
Exactly. As soon as he said he's not going to extend and he wants out, here's the money. You know what I'm saying? And at the same time, this is what this model needs. This is what this model needs to understand as well. And this is where you made the good point about the punishments, this, that, and the other. I've always never believed in punishments. These punishments, they'll happen, yes, they'll happen, but they'll never be severe. It's all stupid. It's all stupid talk because we're a big club. As you said, the Premier League care about their marketing. You know what I'm saying? So these big six clubs are not going to go down, no matter how the rumors get stronger. They're not going to get that. So people are worried. So when they're talking about, the wages, the wage structure. Okay, cool. But at the same time, if you're going to get a top player, you need to pay him the money, especially ones that have accolades to their name. Otherwise, even though there's some players as well that have not won and will still improve your team, like Turkey, you still the players are just right there. But this is why, Tony, we went to our overall point where we spoke about the owners' we spoke about the financial topic. Because I was heading to that spot you were going, where you talk about, and then you spoke about the managers as well. At the end of the day, who hires the managers? Blueco, under what circumstances? Because they need a yes man. They need a yes man.
Yeah.
I know Maresca, and I always say this with every manager. A manager will become a yes man until he cannot anymore. I'll give you an example. Maresca won 2 trophies last season. Now he's gonna come up and talk. Because he feels that he can now do something. He needs this player, he needs that player, he asked for a centre back. We asked for a centre back for the whole window. They said no. Can you imagine? They even told us this season that in January we're not going to spend at all.
God,
knowing that
he gets Gittins and he gets Delap. I mean, he gets all these bums. I mean, he gets. Bro, man just won you 2 trophies, yeah, and he gets Garnacho as a thank you, bro. Bro, it doesn't happen. It doesn't work in that way, bro. Come on, man. You should be having gladiators and winners, bro. You know why? You know I'm angry about this, yeah, because I think, yeah, if Maresca has this team, but Mikel Arteta has, he's going to win trophies, bro. I really think that Maresca is a better tactician than Arteta, bro. He could win. If you give him just the little we have at Arsenal, bro, he's going to win, bro. I swear to you, bro. But Tony, I mean, with the bombs you have in your team, bro, I don't mean this to caricature Chelsea or to get you guys angry or anything, yeah. But I think you overachieved at Chelsea, bro. If he's winning with that defense, bro, with that defense, oh my day. With that defense. Oh my God. I swear he wins the Champions League with the Arsenal team, bro.
Well, Carlisle,
I swear to you. How did Enzo overachieve? Let me ask that question quickly. How did Enzo overachieve?
Bro, he's won the Club World Cup. He won the... Bro, what about Arteta? What has he won? My own manager. What has he won?
Right, really.
What did he win?
Tony, one second. Because I have a bit of a gripe with that. The Conference League, we were expected to win. Right? So, even though we won it, we still didn't get no credit.
Expected to really... I was expected to win the Europa League, but Chelsea beat me too.
Well, every time we've won... Okay, you may not know this, but every time we've been in the Europa League over the last 10 years, or any other European competition other than the Champions League, we've won it, right? Wait, JK. Yeah. The last time we were in the Europa League, did we win it?
Yeah, we did.
Who did we beat in the final? And now this is not a dig. Right. The last time we were in the Europa League conference, did we win it?
I knew where it was going to.
Yeah.
No. Listen to me. Because no, if you want to flip that, look at our record against you in the Premier League. When was the last time we'd even beat you?
Bro, it is what it is, bro.
It was 20.
I get where you're going, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
Right, but what I mean is, how did if you're expected to win something like the Europa League conference, like we were, because we're Chelsea, as you've been saying this whole time, then we're that's like how the Carling Cup's viewed, like an FA Cup to a degree nowadays. You're expected to win that kind of trophy because you're Chelsea, you're Arsenal, you're Man City, etc. Right? It's only really now the bigger trophies have the respect. Right now, but I do respect the Europa Conference League because of the teams that we're in it. Right? Whether you know world history of heritage of football or the pedigree of teams or whatever, that's by the by. I have my own personal preference in football. But what I don't understand is when you're beating teams like Azerbaijan, something. Like, you know, when we were playing teams that basically, we couldn't even pronounce the names because we've never seen them before. Let's be honest. Let's call a spade, like you said, right? If we're going up against Gooseball United, somewhere from Belgium, right, who happened to get through some regional conference like final to get to the Europa League conference,
it's still a competition. Again, it's still a competition. The manager was thrown into it. He didn't set your guys on that long road to go and get a conference league place. The manager came to it and he won. Last time I checked, you just have to beat the team that's put in front of you, and he did it. And the thing there is that he never got supported. That's the thing.
But like I said,
bombs are what your club gave to him. And let's keep it real. Let's keep it gangster. Let's keep it real like that.
All right.
Recruitment hasn't favored him.
Right. Yeah. Oh no, I agree that, but there's still a workman has to use his tools, right? Like JK was tactically alluding to. We only had one way of playing, and I even said this on many Blues Brothers shows. All you have to do to attack the Chelsea back four is just go man to man. How many times JK will back
band for band?
No, it's true. If you have 3 attackers against our 3 centre backs, you'll get loads of joy. That's why teams used to sit there and counter because they used to play long ball football and just get out our back four. And that's why we have the sweeper keeper role in Sanchez and all that kind of thing. JK, how many times did we get left with our centre backs in wide positions?
How many what? Sorry,
how many times did we get left with our centre backs in wide positions? I was saying that to Tony earlier about Enzo's crazy tactical decisions. Like, you play Gusto as a 10, you play Cucurella as a secondary striker. Like, what is going on?
You know what the issue is? I feel like, in the Chelsea fan base, it feels like there's no accountability anywhere. Although we know that the blue coat owners are the biggest issue, we know that the board is the biggest issue. But at the same time, you have to kind of look at yes, you've got the players that are not good, but at the same time, the manager, why does he get paid then? At the same time, you're not always at work. You're not always going to get what you want at work, and that's just how life is. If you get what I'm saying, you find a way to work through it. If you think the players are not good enough, why play a system that you know? The thing is, but Tony, this is the problem that people don't understand. New managers nowadays, they're so obsessed with just sticking to their system. You know what I'm saying? And just not, and instead of that, they just go away from player development, learning the basics.
Big up
first.
DJ Craig.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Sometimes the basics is just all you need to win games. And if you look at it as well, you can see with a lot of teams, you can go on many runs. Look at the way Aston Villa play. Does Emery play this stupid nonsense of inverting fullbacks? Let me tell you something, Tony. There's something I'm gonna send you a bit later. Yeah. There's a setup that happened at Atalanta. We lost Atalanta, and we set up this way. All the fullbacks were playing midfield, and the Caicedo was playing as the third centre back. It doesn't make sense. And you're trying to tell me you're trying to attack, whereas the wing backs, where's the wingers? Garnacho and Neto are not good at 1v1s themselves. So what makes you think they can hug the touchline and do everything? You have to question the tactics. The tactics just don't make sense. If the thing is this, and this is where I can agree with you, Maresca can only pull this sort of tactics off with actual quality players. This is why he needs to go to Bayern Munich or somewhere like PSG. You know what I'm saying? Because they can play many ways. Their players are quality. They can do anything. Even especially Bayern Munich. They're full of, I should say, what do you call those players? That can play many positions.
Versatile.
Very versatile. They're the most versatile team in Europe. But Bayern Munich.
Yeah.
This is the sort of team Maresca will thrive under. But then when you've got players that are so one-dimensional, very limited, and very raw, what makes you think they can do this complicated system of inverted fullbacks, hug the touchline, the tweaking? It does sometimes. Sometimes the accountability needs to be spread. When you have a situation like Chelsea, there's the owners, there's the board, there's the players that they bring in. But then also, why does the manager get paid? Why? What's the whole point? If nothing's the manager's fault, if you can only just play one style of football. So what happens then if Liam Messina hypothetically gets the best out of this team and somehow finishes second this season? And then people say, oh, you regret sacking Maresca. I'm not saying this will happen, Tony. I'm just saying hypothetically.
Okay.
So I when Liam Rosenior comes in, this just to let you know, with Liam Rosenior, I'm not gonna overhype him. He did, to be fair, I just need to see more. At the same time, any manager that comes in, they're not gonna be the problem. I always feel sorry for them. Even Maresca, I felt sorry for him. Because he still didn't get the players, if I'm gonna be honest. But at the same time, you have to call a spade a spade. I'm sorry. People like to shy away from these stupid conversations of, oh, the manager should not get blamed. But the next thing you know, he's playing three right backs in midfield to attack a game, and you playing three right backs, two right backs playing as the 10, almost playing as the wingers that come inside, and you're playing Garnacho, Gittins, Neto as like fullbacks. It doesn't make any sense. Just imagine he plays. Okay, I'll give you an example. Do you think Saka? Saka is a very, very good player. He's a world class, in my opinion. Imagine Saka almost playing as like a right back, almost like a wing back. And there was someone that I think there was a Liverpool fan that also said, "I would take Maresca. I would take Maresca." Okay, cool. You would take Maresca. Your wingers are bad enough. Salah, he's not in form. Gakpo is not in form. So imagine if they play. Imagine if they hug the touchline. Oh my god. Your fullbacks. You guys are already cussing your fullbacks. Okay, cool. So imagine they're playing in the midfield as a 10. Imagine worse having trying to defend overloads with Caicedo. Imagine.
Saka at right back or Partey at right back.
Can you imagine?
Yeah, I mean, I hear you. I mean, but you know what? Yeah, I mean, you made an example of Bukayo Saka about that wing back thing, but the truth of the matter is that Bukayo Saka started his career as a left back. You know,
Oh, yeah,
I know you're not an Arsenal
right
fan,
wing
but
back.
yeah. So you could actually put him in those positions. But again, that's a separate thing altogether. Though. See, life could be more easy. All this is we're going through. Yeah, life could be more easy. Yeah, if a management comes out and say, see, this is our strategy. This is how we want our manager to win. Yeah. But in order for you to win, yeah, how do you want to play? Yeah. He tells you his system. He tells you how he wants to play. And you give him the players. Yeah. To help him play the system he wants.
Yeah, we both agree with you.
That's how it should go. All these things were going all around, talking this way, using him as a 10. Bro, it could all be done easily from the start of the season, from the get-go when you get a manager. Yeah. How do you want to play? What system do you want to play? What players can we bring for you that will help you in your job? Yeah.
Tony, we agree.
And then the manager tells you, "Oh, this is how I want to play. I want to play three at the back. I want wing backs. Okay, I don't want wing backs. I want to play this way." Yeah, Maresca didn't get that. Rossano just came in, and I think it was rushed. I think the process with this Rossano guy was rushed. Personally, that's what I think.
No.
I don't think he has a strategy to how he wants to play.
As well, that I would want.
They've not given him any players yet. Bro, can't you see it's gonna be a recycling pattern? He's gonna fail. Bro, the rude awakening. Don't be trumped by the FA Cup win. Yeah, the real deal starts with this Arsenal game. Yeah, and when it starts, people, I don't want to hear "I told you so." Yeah, because the scenery, of what is gonna happen is that I told you so. This man is gonna fail badly.
It's
gonna fail badly. Horribly. Horribly. He might not hold that job in 3 months, people. Yeah. I think it's gonna fail. I'm sorry. Yeah. I don't think he can work with these players. I feel like Maresca could work with these players more than this Rossano guy. I don't think he has the fear factor. Bro, Enzo Maresca can literally, after 5 games, yeah, and he gets angry, could literally lift that guy in the dressing room and swavel his neck all over the. Bro, let me don't get into bro.
All right. Okay. We get it. You like Enzo, we get it. But ultimately, whether we wanted him gone or not, he's gone. So basically, yeah, you think we're done then on Wednesday? You think you're going to beat us and it'll be comfortable then? Is that what you think is going to happen then?
No, I'm not saying it's gonna. No, again, I never said that. But
right,
what I'm saying is the real baptism of fire comes this week, where he would be baptized into the Premier League. And welcome. You're tossed into a semi-final. Bro, see, there's levels to this stuff, bro. From Halls to Strasbourg, bro. Seventh place Strasbourg to come into a semi-final without Arsenal.
Tony, if we
beat my days.
Wait, JK, wait. Come on. No, wait, Tony. So what happens if we beat you then?
No, Wolfie, do you believe that? Wait.
Well,
no, look me in the face and tell me, Tony, I believe I'm gonna beat you.
Yes, I do. But I'm
asking
you, what if we
really? Seriously?
Really?
You think you can beat me?
Liverpool beat you this year. We beat Liverpool. If Liverpool can beat you, we can beat you.
Oh my days, people.
Wait, hey, JK.
You know what, yeah?
That Liverpool team, the one we brushed up in the second half at Stamford Bridge.
So you're not using Liverpool as a yardstick, bro? Really? You're not using Liverpool as a yardstick to beat in Arsenal now? Bro, you couldn't beat Fulham in your last London derby, bro. Fulham beat their Covent Cottage.
No, Tony.
What are we doing here?
Tony.
You've totally thrown away that Cucurella is not playing. You've totally thrown away that your muscle in midfield in Caicedo is not going to play. Really? You're going to beat me? Okay.
Tony, I beg you, listen for 2 seconds, right? If you're telling me that if Arsenal have an off day and Chelsea have an on day where they play at their somehow, some way they play at their maximum potential and they beat you 1-0, but it's not over. Because it's obviously just a cup game tie and there's another leg. But if they do that, what then? Does that mean Chelsea?
It's not about what then, bro. It's not about what then. I think I'm gonna beat you up, bro. Even at Stamford Bridge. No, but is that a laughable thing? I've always been. When was the last time you beat me? Even in your home.
That's what I mentioned.
When was the last time you beat me, bro? No, because you turn it into a laughing session. And I'm like, oh, okay, really? Okay, maybe you really have that chest, to actually, beat me. But when was the last time you beat me at Stamford Bridge? When was the last time you beat me in a competitive game, though?
Oh God, that was a time ago, man. That was like 3 seasons.
Okay, good. I'm just saying. People, see,
you can just say it. I ain't got a problem. That's a fact.
This new manager won't. He there's nothing different he's bringing. You've not brought in any new player. Have Chelsea signed anyone in the Jerry Grantham window?
We're not going to sign anyone. We're not.
Okay, you're not going to sign anyone. Good. So he doesn't have his players in either. So he doesn't technically know how to work with his Chelsea team. I felt Maresca in this semi-final would know how to use these guys to pull out the surprise. But this one, there's no tricks down there, bro. There's gonna be a big mismatch tomorrow on Thursday.
But Tony, the thing is this.
It's gonna be a big mismatch, bro.
Tony, my issue is this. I think you think we're putting the whole blame on Maresca. As we said that we all feel sorry for him, whether we like him or not. At the same time, he was not backed. He's not the entire issue. That's what we've been saying. It's the whole blue coat. It's the owners, and that's all we've just said. But then the thing is this. When the thing is, Liam Messina is here. Did I want him? No. But at the same time, he's going to come here, and if we're going to be honest with you, nothing here is going to be his fault. At the same time, he's not going to get backing at all. He's just going to get thrown young kids. But this is why I'm going to have to say this. This is why, if you want to make the project work, you need to bring in at least if you want a young, do this young player philosophy and developing nonsense.
Top manager.
You need a top manager. But with one thing, but this is the No, but Claude, but Tony, like seriously, one thing young players will do, they'll run riots for a manager that commands respect. Not even his personality, but his accolades. So if you look at it, and these are just little tweaks Bluco could have done, but then at the same time, do you see why the overall arching problem is the owners? And
the owners, definitely. That's what I've been saying. It's the owners.
We agree with you.
We agree with you.
100% we agree with you. And this is why
But then at the same time, Tony, accountability needs to go everywhere. The owners,
I get it.
The board, the players, At the same time, they're getting paid to do a job, and they're not doing it. But at the same time, why does the manager get paid then? The manager gets paid
Bro, you can give a manager, millions of pounds, or whatever, But when you're forced to work with defenders like Chalobah and Adarabio,
well, you
in
need
the
to make
heart
it
of your
work.
defense,
Tony, you
you're
need to
bound to
make it
fail.
work
You can't win
sometimes.
Champions Leagues with those. I mean, let's go seriously,
Yeah, maybe
really
not win
seriously.
Champions Leagues, but we need to be
You
better
can't win
where we
games. I
should
mean,
be.
you could say, you know what, you could say, hey, why are we losing from the point of why are we losing games from the point of
winning? Yeah, that's
winning
what
position?
I said earlier. Yeah,
But,
that's what I said.
I mean, when you have defenders like that, bro, defending your team, bro, really, come on, bro,
Okay, then.
cut that
I
guy a
agree.
slack,
I
and you're
literally
gonna
agree.
see more of it when Rosenau takes over now. I mean, he's taking over right now. When he meets real big teams, or when he meets
Tony,
even mid-table teams, you're gonna see what's gonna happen.
I'll
They're
break it
gonna
down
smash
better.
Chelsea
I'm
up,
gonna
bro.
break it down better. I'll break it
You
down
know, the
better.
defense is horrible. Sanchez is not
I
a
agree.
dynamic goalkeeper, bro. It's not a dynamic one. You need to change that. You spend over £1 billion, and we can't really see that, bro. At least have a good defense, bro.
But Tony, there's no point
At
of
least with
addressing
me,
the same
my
thing.
attack is rubbish. I completely agree. But at least with that £1 billion or whatever Arteta have spent, at least you can see that we have a stable defense. If we get our attack together, we can get something going on.
But you do have an attack together. I feel like Gyökeres is he's a good striker, but then at the same time, I think he's your manager. I
Yeah.
think your manager's the issue. Clearly, you got the personnel there. It's your manager. I feel like the system is just too limited. I feel like it's too pragmatic. I mean, Arsenal fans
Mm.
can tell me whatever they want. I mean, you're winning games, and that's the good way. Because if I'm going to be honest, that's how Chelsea used to be winning titles. Pragmatic
Scrappy.
football. Jose Mourinho. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
And that's why I've always said this. I even commented on your channel. I said, if you win
I
the
saw it.
league like this, remember, if you win the league like this, I respect you. I respect you. Although I don't like your ass, but I respect you. If I'm going to be
Win is a
honest.
win is a win is a win, man.
Yeah, a win is a win, and that's how
Yeah.
I've always just seen things. You win in every means possible, whether it's a set piece, a long throw. You know what I'm saying? I'm into those things. I really love those stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But at the same time, is this you need to be honest with yourself. Like those players that you have right now at Arsenal, they can be playing so much better if they were just more
Mm.
free. If they were just free, and this is something I've been crying out for my team as well. Yes, the players that we have are not great. They might not be good, but at the same time, why can't we just stick back to basics if they're not good enough?
Mm.
I'll give you an example. Ranieri, he took Leicester to a title win. If you remember, right?
Di Matteo took us to an FA Cup and a Champions League in
That's
6
the thing.
months.
So if you look at the way Leicester, I know it's an anomaly, but if you look at the way Leicester started the season before, did anyone just say Leicester? No. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it just takes the basics. Ranieri just told them, you know what? We're just going to find a way to win games, whether it's attack way,
Mm.
because we're route one football. That's route one football. You know what I'm saying? We're
Yeah.
the best at route one. We got the players for it. Vardy, Mahrez. If you look at it, then you had Danny Drinkwater, Kante, sweeping up like very dominating the midfield. Whereas
Yeah.
Morgan was a great centre back then. Schmeichel, if you look at it. So with that,
Yeah.
what they did, they stick to route one. Route one worked. If you looked at the way Leicester played, if you remember that season that they won the league, remember they were not passing this stupidness. It was so route one. It was Vardy. They knew their patterns when it came to attacking, and that's how they won
Mm.
it. That's the thing. But now the game has changed into this stupid, complicated nonsense that has come from Pep. Maybe not from Pep, but the managers are now copying him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now we're inverting fullbacks. Now we just focus on just keeping the ball, possession football without any output. It
Any
doesn't make no
risks?
sense.
No risks.
Exactly,
No
and
risk
that's
taken
the
at
football
all.
you play. I've realized as well. No one likes to pass through the middle for Arsenal. When you guys never like playing through balls, I don't know why.
Mm.
What happened to
It's
that?
not. It's not.
What
There's
happened to
no
the
risk
freedom
in
you
it.
had in the
That's true.
22-23 season? What happened,
That's true. But
Tony?
maybe the quality in players have also dwindled over the years too. I mean,
Maybe you can say that
when
as
you look
well.
at the Premier League, we had lots of amazing strikers thriving. Even in the most, smallest of clubs, they were thriving. Now, even attackers are not even the focal point. Many teams don't even want to play with attackers no more. They believe that attacking position is now redundant. So and again, that's the same thing that's plaguing Gyökeres, the system. But again, you could talk about the system plaguing Gyökeres, but one thing I've also known is that you also have to make the runs. You being Gyökeres doesn't give you an express right to just lead the line. You also have to make the runs. You have to make yourself available. You have to run through the channels, and if you're doing it, you have to do it effectively. Yeah. If you're dropping in, back in deep. Yeah. I mean, you have to, measure up the skills and make sure that you're in the box in and about when the crosses come in. Someone that would have been more efficient in doing something like that would have been someone like Alvarez, who is right now in Atletico Madrid. He could run the channels, he could play as a false line, he could hold off centre backs, he could drop in deep to get in the ball and distribute right to to the wing players, to our wingers, sorry, and still be available in the 18-yard box to actually have a nick on a strike. So it is what it is. With Gyökeres, he can't run. He's been bundled over. He's a strong guy, physical guy in Portugal, but here we have animals who are ready to boggle you over. Premiership is a different thing altogether, bro.
Yeah, but why is there no fluency in the Arsenal attack? What is, in your opinion, what's Arteta doing wrong? Because you have Eze, you have Gyökeres, you've got Saka, you've got Martinelli, you've got Trossard, which is always benched for. I don't understand why that guy. What does that guy got to do to start, bro? Like, I don't get it. But
I mean, who are you talking of? Who?
Trossard.
Trossard has been starting games, and he's one of our standout players this season. He's been scoring goals.
He's been
good. It's Nwaneri you should be talking about. Nwaneri hasn't been used by this manager. The manager has somehow truncated that guy's future. It's crazy, yeah. All these hipster managers, yeah. I mean, it's just crazy, bro. And again, it comes from the same thing JK is talking about. This Pep Guardiola school, yeah. They always want to make the striking position a redundant one. They want to lay emphasis on the wing play. They want to keep possession of the ball without taking much risk. Hey, if you cannot win the game, don't lose the game. That kind of attitude. And again, it's really killing the game. I see it. JK, when you even dropped that comment, bro, I mean, everyone talked about it. That's true. We can't hide away from that fact. But again, that's where we'll find ourselves. You don't see standout players, these days. I mean, in that Chelsea folk, we're talking about Didier Drogba. I mean, there were lots of amazing players then. You could just say. I mean, you had Eden Hazard. You had Essien who would strike a ball from midfield. These days, bro, how many midfielders want to strike the ball from the midfield, bro?
None.
Tony, do you know what the issue
is? Absolutely none. No one wants to take such risk. No more.
Tony, do you know what the issue is, though?
It might be a generational thing, though. I don't know.
No, the football now has become so robotic, and it's affecting the players going forward. That's how players are going to regress now. I feel like the freedom is not there anymore. If you look at back in the days, I'm not saying.
JK, you still there?
JK, are you there?
I think his connection is just cut out.
I think his connection.
Can you not hear me?
Yeah,
I can't lie. I don't know what my connection was doing. Sorry, that's Sky tax.
Okay.
Never be with Sky. They're rubbish. But yeah, yeah. But what I was trying to say is that players don't really have that freedom no more. I mean, there's a tactical, and back in the day, there was a tactical sense of trying to get to the box. But then right now, it's getting to the box, and then right now, all these attackers are just getting controlled what to do. Whereas when you're in the box, it should just be you. You know what I'm saying? And anything that happens in the box is you. Obviously, you're out of possession. There can be a tactical sense, but at the same time, back in the days, it was just create some magic. You know what I'm saying? Whereas Fabregas would just create. He will take risks, create these passes for Drogba.
Yeah.
If you remember.
I agree.
Or what's his name? Diego Costa. Sorry, Diego Costa. Sorry, no.
Oh,
Costa.
Scotch on
Yeah,
our flesh.
not Drogba. What the hell? Sorry.
Wolfie knows all about that, bro.
No, of course. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, it was Costa with Diego Costa, and then you saw how good Oscar was in his season as well. That's because
Oscar,
that's because of the
Matt
freedom they had
as well before that.
I remember Eden
yeah,
Hazard.
you and Matt.
Wolfie. Remember the difference between Eden Hazard playing at Chelsea and Eden Hazard playing in Real Madrid. There was no tactical instruction for him to just stay, just do an instruction and just stay doing that. And that's not his game. He needs to free roam. Hazard needs to have the freedom to, dribble past players, take on players. He's like the glue. At Chelsea, he was like the glue to every one of our goals. He's the reason. Because he was just allowed to do.
He was Art Henry in the sense of he was the magician. He was the guy that was the wizard that made something happen.
Players just don't have that freedom no more.
And again, football clubs just go away. Football clubs just go away, from the traditional things that have actually helped the clubs get to where they were. Like, look at Jose Mourinho in Chelsea, One of the biggest, if not the biggest thing about his gameplay was his defensive structure. Chelsea keep forgetting. When I see the bombs you guys have in defense now, I keep saying, why can't you guys just go back to your glory days? Go back to what has helped build the football club. It has been built on the back of having a crazy setup at the back. Terry
set us up to win the Champions League.
I mean, it's easy, bro. Go back to the basics. What has helped your club? The defense. But right now, your defense is in shambles. Go back to what has helped you guys. You can never go wrong, bro.
Do you now see why we have a guy Maresca now? Because he's going to continue playing this system whilst he has centre backs that are not good enough. So the most sense thing is to go back to basics of defending. If that means play a back three.
But again, going back to basics doesn't make the defenders better either way. Shit will always be shit.
It does.
Shit will always. It will always stink. I mean, you can't change the stench of shit. No matter how you dress it, you can put shit in cake. Over a while, it's gonna be putrid and it's gonna smell. So there's no how you would say, hey, Maresca, go back to basics. You use Butter Shield and all these clowns in defense. Bro, it will still stink. You need to, bro, it's because they want to cut through the corners. This is the problem, JK. They want to cut through the corners. If you want to do the work, then do the job. Do the job. Go to the basic. Don't cut corners. Don't bring in stanky players and then stink up the place and say, it's a system. Go and get defenders, giant soldiers who are going to be there. And you have soldiers who are going to do the job either way. No matter the manager that comes in, whether he wants to play 3 at the back, 4 at the back, or whatever, or wants to play with wing backs or whatever, it doesn't matter. If you have soldiers at the back, it is the soldiers.
Tony.
But you cannot bring, bro, you cannot bring, you can't bring this, bro, you can't bring clowns to do the job.
Okay, Tony, I'll ask you a good question.
You can't do that.
I'll ask you a question. I'll name 3 players that are right now, they'll walk into our team and probably ones that you respect till this day. All right, cool. Rudiger, Christensen, and Thiago Silva. Can I ask you a question? Who were they before Tuchel came?
Rudiger was a German World Cup winner. You forget about that.
He wasn't a World Cup winner for Germany.
He was a World Cup winner.
World Cup winner
he won with Germany. Yeah, he won with Germany.
No, he didn't. He didn't.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure. He didn't win the World Cup.
Let's check.
He wasn't. I don't.
I'm checking right now.
Oh, let's check.
Mustafi did. Mustafi and
Mustafi did, yeah.
Yeah, but Mustafi only did because.
No, he didn't win the World Cup. No,
he didn't win. Yeah, but again, Rudiger's a decent centre back though. He's not really like a
bomb. But he's getting at is how Rudiger looked under Lampard.
Do you know how many goals we conceded?
Yeah,
with him,
like
Thiago Silva.
Yeah, I mean, I hear you.
But what Tuchel did, he saw we conceded so many goals. So many goals. I remember the 3-3 game that we had against Southampton, where we were 3-1 up. They came back through. We used to concede goals galore. With Christensen, Rudiger, Thiago Silva, Azpilicueta. These are probably our goats of the game. Azpilicueta and Thiago Silva experience that we probably need right now, if I'm going to be honest.
Yeah.
Azpilicueta, and I'm going to tell you, they will concede.
But again, under Tuchel's regime, it wasn't like Chelsea were totally reliant on your defense, though. It was a different ball game entirely. Tuchel is not a defensive manager. He's not going to be the manager that's going to bring out the best in defenders.
He brought the best out of our defenders. Tuchel did.
As soon as he came in, he made us.
But you considered goals. But you just said he considered goals, though.
No, Lampard.
Lots of
we
goals.
Didn't concede many goals under Tuchel.
No. We're talking about the defensive structure between Lampard and Tuchel. That's what.
That's the thing.
Okay. Under Lampard. Okay. Yeah.
That's the thing.
Because under Lampard, you were conceding goals, though.
So many goals. This is the same Rudiger right now. That's world class.
This is why he said about Rudiger, Christensen, and Thiago because they were our centre backs.
Yeah. But Tuchel wasn't a defensive manager, though. When he won,
he was better under Tuchel.
Yeah, he considered goals with those players too. So it wasn't defensive. Mourinho was defensive, got the best out of players too. So and he won the title. So it is what it is. Managers have their own different kind of tactics how they choose to win. Tuchel had his own different tactics how he chose to win with Chelsea. Same thing with Mourinho and Conte.
There's no player there right now at Chelsea that's that level. There's no Azpilicueta there. The closest thing we have to that is probably a Reece James, but he's still up and down. So we don't have any world-class defenders. Let's get that right at the moment. We don't.
Bro, you have no there's no. Bro, imagine Chelsea Football Club with no world-class defenders, bro.
I know, bro.
I mean, Chelsea used to be built, in that way where, most of your defenders were world-class defenders, bro.
Well, look, we needed an hour and a half. Right. And I tell you what, if we need to, we can do a follow-up show.
We'll do something else. And JK, always fun, bro. Fun, bro.
I promised Tony, man. About an hour, and I've talking to you, bro. Like an hour and a half. So
yeah.
I don't want to keep man too long because I know he's been.
Yeah, me too, bro. I have to. Yeah, I was about.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So I want to show you respect. So quick predictions, then, Tony. What do you think the score will be?
Bro, I think I want to get this clarification, JK and Wolfie. Is Cucurella playing on Wednesday? Yes, but wait, he had a red card. It was red carded in that game against Fulham. Why is he playing?
The reason why is because it was only for denying a goal scoring opportunity, which wasn't counted as violence.
It wasn't a dangerous challenge.
So it wasn't a dangerous tackle. It was a letter by the law. So they've suspended him.
I understand that. I completely get that because I didn't watch the Fulham match, so I didn't know the whole scenario.
And when he fouled him, he grabbed his shirt. He didn't really go on and tackle him.
He didn't hurt him. Yeah, he was just typical. He just fouled him. It wasn't dangerous or nothing.
It wasn't dangerous per se. Yeah, good. It's okay. But anyway, you'll be playing without Caicedo in the first leg, innit?
Yeah.
Am I correct?
Yeah.
Fortunately. Yeah, but it is what it is. No muscle in midfield. It's all good. We'll come to Stamford Bridge. We might just get a 2-1 win from there. Then do the hitman job in the second leg.
Tony, other than the set pieces, where are your goals coming from? Genuine question.
From my wingers, Martinelli scored a hat trick. Against Portsmouth. I mean, I don't mean to compare you guys to Portsmouth. I'm not saying that, but I mean, it looks as if it's gonna stop that game. Kai Havertz might also be coming back against Chelsea. Still has something against Chelsea in it, so he's back. It's fully okay. Jesus might be given a run in to be started in that matchup, which gives us something more different. We're going to be having a striker who's going to be on the ball, who's going to be moving through the channels, who could be as a false 9-2 or whatever. It's going to be everywhere, So that's Jesus. It might not really be at the end of the goals. That's the thing, but there'll be some certain form of activity going on, and that's what I like with Jesus. Madueke might also be giving a run in. Bro, we have lots of players, that have a bone or two to pick with Chelsea, that are back and fully playing, and I think they'll be given a go at Chelsea. Madueke's game has improved quite a lot. He hasn't gotten any buzz like this since when he was in Chelsea. We've turned him into something different. He's gotten some goals. He's improved his chaotic character in attack these days with Arsenal. We've gotten lots of goals due to his chaotic disposition in the box. So it is what it is. I think Arsenal have the minerals to beat Chelsea at Stamford Bridge. And to be very sincere with you, I asked Wolfie a question. He might not, adhere to my waffling right now, but I asked him a simple question: when was the last time? When was the last time you beat Arsenal in a competitive game? Bro didn't have answers for me. So this is what I'll tell you. Arsenal need to win this competition. It's a big month. For the first time, I'm seeing Arteta very, very serious with this domestic cup competition, which is pressure on the manager. So definitely he's going to be showing up with the big guns. So be expecting someone like a Merino to come in, be expecting someone like a Jesus to show up, Madueke to show up. I mean, all those players, are going to be down there. Rice will be down there. Can you cope with that heat right now? We have a very solid defensive structure. The back four, the fantastic four are back. Nkapia has made it more stronger too. He's back there at left back. Gabriel is down back. Saliba is there. Jurriën Timber, the best right back in the league. I mean, if you have any other answer to that, please tell me right now. Who's the best right back in the league? Tell me. Who? Okay, good. That's what I thought.
You think it's
Timber over down there. So it is what it is. If you think you can cope with this heat, good and okay. But I'm thinking a 2-1. I would do the second hit job at the Emirates and just close it off. I think.
Tony, even if we win, like, this is the thing. Like, I think Chelsea need to go into this game to win this game by a big score margin. But the problem is, I don't know how we're gonna do that. But we can win the game narrowly, like 1-0. But my issue is this: if we're going to the Emirates next, we have to make sure that we are focused. If we have a lead,
Tony called it the Lions Den earlier, and it's certainly a good, because your second game in charge, and you got to try and work out that kind of puzzle with more games coming as well. Yeah, it's a doozy, but I hear
I've also hoped Liam Rosenior studied Arsenal's corners, because one thing I can give Maresca credit for was that he knew that if we realize under Maresca we haven't really been conceding corners, because he knows that was the weakness of the team on the pitch. So he was like, you know what, let's have a system where we can just defend corners better. But I just hope we.
JK, that's the thing with systems. Yeah, and that's the thing with having different layers to winning games. Arsenal have different layers to winning games. No matter how he studies, whatever Arsenal does, we will just come up with a last gasp set piece goal against Chelsea, bro.
An own goal.
Teams literally don't have answers to this, bro. Our weapon of mass destruction. If we don't score goals through open play goals, I'm going to Stamford Bridge completely confident, bro, that I'm gonna get 2 set piece goals against you guys. Too confident about the set piece goals. And mostly when you have that defense that's like that. No Caicedo in midfield, bro.
I mean, no Caicedo in midfield, but you didn't beat us without him. You didn't even beat us with 10 men, though. That's the thing.
Look, we'll just see what happens, and I want to go eat.
We'll see what happens, bro.
JK,
I'm just saying. You didn't beat us with 10 men. So
I mean, I hear you. I just felt like the Arsenal players were a bit tired at that point. But again, I mean, there was fatigue in the whole team. We had injuries all through our defense. No, but it's true. Our defense was moribund when we came to Stamford Bridge. You know this. That's true. We've been. All the players, bro. My total back four has been injured. Oh, true, bro. We were in the midst of that crisis. We were in the midst of that crisis when we came. bro, we were in the midst of that crisis when we came to Stamford Bridge. But good, no problem. It's okay. You could dance about this draw you got in the league. No problem.
But
we're coming on Wednesday. And now, bro, we're coming on Wednesday. And now Gabi is back. Saliba is back. Timber is there. So let's see. What Movie said. Let us see. We'll see what happens.
Just let me speak for a bit, yeah? Let me tell you something, Tony. Us holding you guys accountable does not mean we're celebrating. It's just that simple. At the end of the day, if you don't win the game, if you come cocky before the game, at the end of the day, we're going to hold you accountable. Whether that means bantering you that you couldn't beat us, it doesn't mean we're celebrating a win. We're just holding you accountable. We're just as mad as you are. If I'm gonna be honest, we needed to win that game. If I'm gonna be honest, at the same time, this thing that Arsenal fans are doing, that they don't want to, they just don't like getting held accountable. No, I'm telling you, before the game, I'm sure you were very confident despite those injuries. So I don't know why you were saying you were very confident. No,
not really. No. With that back four, no. Come on, man. How will I be so confident going to Stamford? I just knew that we're not gonna lose. Let me just say that. But right now, my back four is okay, bro. I'm brimming with confidence.
Is Gabriel injured?
And again, with a new manager that you've got, bro, I'm beating this manager, bro. Well, if we lose to this manager, bro, JK, Wolfie, if we lose to this manager, bro.
You know, about the manager,
I have nothing else to say, bro. If we lose to this manager, bro.
Tony, to be fair about the manager, I can't really comment much. I mean, I liked what I see. I like what I saw against Charlton, but you know, at the same time, I can't really say much. I'm just gonna watch and observe. For me, you're not gonna get a prediction. I'm just gonna watch and observe, innit? Everything's just too new. The change just happened just so quickly.
Yeah.
In as much as you want to, but JK, in as much as you want others to be accountable, you have to put yourself on the line, and do what others have done. Put yourself on the line. Give a prediction, bro, because I cannot give a prediction and then I'll be held accountable for it. But you don't give a prediction, and when shit goes south, no one is gonna hold you accountable. So put your neck on the line, my bro. Pause. Put your neck on the line.
Well, if he doesn't want to, he doesn't have to.
I mean,
then you're not going to hold anyone accountable, though. That's what I'm saying.
I will hold people accountable. You know what the issue is?
But then you don't want to be held accountable.
If we had
JK doesn't work like that.
If we had Maresca still in the job, I think we would have won. I would have said we won. We win 2-0.
So
but it's just a prediction, though. It's just a prediction, though.
Well, let me just ask you then, as one Chelsea fan to another. I said 1-1 between the two of us. Forget Tony for a second. Don't worry about being held lynched up on no line, being held accountable for what you're saying.
Yeah, I mean, JK wants to banter me when if we lose. I'm sure of that.
Oh my gosh.
So what? 1-1, 2-1.
You know what? I thought it would be an entertaining game, so I'm gonna go 2-2.
All right, fine.
Okay.
2-2.
All right. Now we get something. Now we get something. But
I said 1-1. So that's kind of.
2-2. Come on, bro. At Stamford Bridge, you're home. No chest to win the game. Come on, guys. Is this what Chelsea have been used to? Bro, I can say I'm gonna win 2-1, but you can say, "Oh, I'm gonna beat Chelsea. I'm gonna beat Arsenal 3-1." Bro, there's levels. Bro, there's levels. Bro, there's levels to my confidence, bro. There's levels to this thing,
we're missing 2 of our best players. We're missing Palmer. He's not going to play.
Excuses already. Oh my God.
Remember, Caicedo's not available for the game.
We're going to be missing Caicedo.
We're gonna do this show. We're gonna do this show again. I like this three groups. We're gonna do it on my channel and on your channel. I like this group, people.
You know what it is, yeah? Let's just use it. Okay, let's just do what. Okay, cool. There's no Caicedo. There's no Palmer. I feel like we're gonna draw. I'm confident, and the manager's new. And if Maresca was still in charge,
it may not be chesty, but at least he's being honest.
Yeah, but
oh my days, excuses, bro. He's a new manager.
Like
2 of our best players, and Wolfie said it in a very calm way that it's gonna just. I mean, we're not gonna look at that. You know, just 2 of our best players are not gonna be playing. JK just. Jacob is throwing that punch there that the manager is being. I mean, all these excuses. If this was coming from an Arsenal fan, you guys would have something to say. Suddenly, everyone will have something to say. You know, it's coming from a Chelsea fan. Let me just bury my head and shut up. I mean.
Right, okay, Tony, I just think it's the worst time you'd want to play. If you're a Chelsea manager, your first real game in charge is against Arsenal at home with several key players injured.
That's the best time to play us.
Well, yeah, we're rocked. We're the rocked boat with no captain at the minute. Put it that way. So we've got new players, new systems to integrate, whatever. Because I already see the difference between Liam and Enzo in terms of he plays a back four, where Enzo used to play a back three. So because you obviously had.
Wolfie, if you look at Maresca, to give props to Maresca actually would have tactically prepared for this game. If I'm going to be honest, but Liam Rosenior,
but he's not here. So you know.
Yeah, but that's my point, innit? So he's not here. So
one thing, hang on. One thing, by the way, we both had. Neither of us mentioned, and I'm surprised Tony didn't bring it up. Was the disciplinary record under him as well? Enzo Maresca was atrocious.
I agree. I'll hold my hands up and I agree to that.
Atrocious. The amount of red elbows, flying fists, Hadouken, Super EX move counters, bruv, that are tough. Nah, man.
Cucurella, Cucurella was running wild and free. It was like a wolf. I didn't mean to call him wolf, you know.
Tony,
but
what I would say is this.
we're just running wild and free, just doing all this
Tony, what
stuff everywhere. And, you know, disciplinary record under Maresca was crazy, though.
Yeah,
I completely get that. Yeah.
But Tony, Wolfie, what I would say is this, yeah. If we draw at Stamford Bridge, I say just take it to penalties when we go to the Emirates, because I'm sorry, I don't think we're winning at that. We're not winning there.
Penalty? Really? Do you want to go? Really? Do you want to go to penalties with Arsenal? No, seriously. Really? Do you want to go to penalties with Arsenal? Then I think you have to watch the last round when we went to penalties with Crystal Palace. But when you're doing that watching,
you watch the last round. Our ex-goalkeeper was the one that saved all the penalties. Like, what do you mean that we had to watch it? But,
go watch that, bro. Go watch that, bro. I mean, if you're having any thoughts of having a penalty kick out, and you know what? Yeah, you know what? Arsenal haven't lost. People, Arsenal haven't lost at home this season. Imagine 14 wins, 14 wins and 2 draws at the Emirates this season, bro. That's an astounding record, bro. We've not lost at home, bro. Bro, you're talking of a ground, yeah.
Hang on. 1 minute.
That you've not won. Atletico Madrid, people. Look at the scalps we have at the Emirates, people. Atletico Madrid. Yeah, at home.
Try beating Atletico Madrid.
Bro. Even the biggest of teams have come. Even the biggest of teams than Chelsea have come down to the Emirates, and they have no answers for us. So this season, JK, if you're thinking of beating us, at our carpet, bro, think again, bro. Think again. You couldn't even win. You couldn't even muster a win. At Craven Cottage, you're talking of mustering a win. At Arsenal, where you've won no game this season. Good luck to you. No problems. But Chelsea Session said Tony is excited for no Caicedo. Now, this is where my chest comes in. If Caicedo was in this matchup, I would think again when I said that 2-1. I'm not thinking right now because of that Caicedo. I highly respect. Yes, okay, cool. I think he's your best player by far. I highly respect Caicedo. I want the Caicedo in my team. I think he's the best at what he does. He's a very gritty guy, and I like people who like to be gritty when they're in their positions in that CDM role. He's a gritty guy. You know, he wants to be in the action, bustling, throwing elbows and all that good stuff. He's the guy. If he was in this team, maybe I might just say it might be a draw. And he has that fighting spirit. It could just conjure something out of nothing. I like Caicedo. But in that second leg, that might be a twisty stuff. Yeah.
No, but Caicedo will be back by then.
Again, we'll be at home, so we might have that luxury of winning. You know, even if Caicedo was there. But Caicedo, a big miss for Chelsea. I won't lie.
I agree. But look, you got anything coming up on your channel between now and then that you need to make the lovely folks of YouTube aware of?
Tomorrow, Arsenal fan, Chanzo. I mean, see people, sometimes it's good to bring all this, all this flamboyant Arsenal fan, to your channel, So Chanzo, doing great things with his channel, will be gracing my channel tomorrow. And then after that, I'll be doing a watch along for the Manchester City matchup. People, yeah, I don't want people. Yeah, I don't want Man City to win any title. Yeah, this season, any domestic cup, nothing. Yeah, I don't want it to win anything. I'll be doing a hate along. I'll be doing a hate along. Look at with that. People, I hate along. I've done 3 successful hate alongs for Man City, and they've dropped points in 3 of them. So I mean, this is good. This is peak. This is the height. This is the height of pettiness, people. This is the height of pettiness, people. I'm petty when it comes to things like this, and I'm shameless about this. I want them to completely drop points everywhere. Yeah, people. I mean, there's no shame in this. Provided they're dropping points, I love it.
Tony, when you and Matty doing the henchman again? When are you and Matty doing the henchman again?
I don't know. Matty is a bit, sketchy with how he does shows these days, due to time. But again, it's all good. So yes, Chanzo will be coming. I'll be doing that watch along. Manchester City versus Newcastle, big matchup, by the way. Dom will be coming back. I have a new guy on my channel called Dom from Arsenal Domination. We have a show together, the Arsenal Clinic. We'll be back on Wednesday. We would also be doing the Arsenal watch along for the Chelsea matchup, me and Baggett. And then I would be having the Waffle done on Thursday, and then on Friday, me and Josh True Gunner will be back doing our stuff. And people, on the 20th, Champions League night, come back to Arsenal versus Inter Milan, and exclusively I've signed with Josh True Gunner to be on his channel all through the season. So me and him will be back with the Champions League matchup against Inter Milan. I mean, people, yeah, when you're in the Champions League, you want to play the big boys in the Champions League. I still think Arsenal will win the Champions League this season. Tell me the bigger team right now in that Champions League table. Well, it's Arsenal. It's Arsenal. JK goes crazy when I do things like this, bro. He goes crazy. He doesn't like me flossing like this, bro. He completely doesn't like it, bro. But it is what it is. Even Wolfie's tired of me, bro.
I think JK's cool, and I'm alright as well. I just want to
we're cool, man. We're cool over here, man.
Yeah, I'm blessed, man. I just got my dinner downstairs. That's all it is, and I'm hungry.
Yeah, cold.
I ain't got. Hey, bro, when it comes, my belly's rumbling. Football is a distant priority. Trust me. Football don't feed me. You know what I mean? Feed me, like Seymour, like Little Shop of Horrors. Feed me.
Yeah. But JK, I'll be sending you lots of invites because you remember you're one of those people when I started my channel. You're one of those people I was telling to pop in. That because I like the way you talk football. So, maybe at times will pop in. And if there are times when I need a Chelsea fan to give me you will feel, of course, definitely.
You can talk about everything in a very, very, very rare. Well, I've never heard him argue with anyone. So that's what I like.
JK, respect. I respect JK, bro. JK is one of the him and Yasa TV.
Yasa, listen. Yasa has his channel, man. I don't have plans to make my channel, so yeah.
You have to create your channel, bro. I'll come to your channel.
Listen,
create it. Just start.
You know what?
Start.
That's
I will come to your channel, bro. I'll do shows with you.
Huh? Yeah.
Start your channel, bro. I'll come to your channel.
Yeah, I know you will, bro, Tony. But yeah, Tony, I respect you as well. You're one of my favorite Arsenal fans, as I say. If I'm gonna be honest with you, I listen to you a lot. Yeah, you're funny as well. You and Deji Sports, the way you man argue is just so.
Deji, that's
even Deji Sports are the most
funny.
Listen, as soon as I see them, him and Deji Spurs together, I just laugh, bro. Oh,
yeah, God. That's why he's like this. See, this is the way he is because he hangs around with Deji. Let me put it that way. That's the reason why he's always puffing out check because he's hanging around Deji too long. Big up Deji as well, yeah. Subscribe to Deji.
Yeah, Wolfie needs his noodles. Let's allow him go. Let's allow him go.
Deji's a pantomime.
He's hungry.
No. Deji's a cool guy, but
Wolfie, you need your noodles. Come on, bro.
Yeah, he's funny.
Yeah, my noodles. Yeah, you got it. But yeah, they're all cool guys, man. And Dale as well. He was in here earlier. Big up Dale, Oregon. Does use
big up Anthony Herbert too. He was on my show and Tony, now here. Big up to him. Big up to Miss Melina, the queen of Arsenal YouTube. People.
Yeah, I like her as well.
Make sure you subscribe to Miss Melina, people. Yeah, lovely character, lovely lady, and she does Arsenal content too. Very amazing person. Big up to Chelsea Sessions too. He has been, I mean, his charts have been popping up down here. Real good. And Chelsea Mitchy boy, nice guy. Started with him too when I was.
By the way, Tony, just before we close here, I will say this. Just to address your point on no one beats you at the Emirates, but I will say this. The reason why I would say, you know what, if we draw at the Stamford Bridge, just take it to penalties. Penalties, you know, can just go different ways, isn't it? It can go either way. But then the thing
it could go either way. Mostly if Caicedo is there, I agree.
Yeah, but then I can also say United also did beat you on penalties at your gaff. So last season,
the ball is round. Anything can happen, man.
I agree.
Yeah, anything can happen, man.
And the ball is round. I understand why Tony's confident because I'm not being funny. Right now, we are all over the place. So I can understand.
We're all over the place. We don't know what to.
Well, we're not going to deny what's real. Like I know Tony was talking about having chess, but let's
Eros, big ups, Eros.
Eros,
big ups to Eros. Eros is on the channel. Eros the boss is part of my moderator group. Big up to Eros, man. Real one time.
Yeah, I big up them. I've been bigging up everybody while you were chatting. Don't worry, I big up everyone that was.
You know what it is? I'm so late. When it comes to these chats, I'm gonna just focus.
I know you're the reason why we've been taking so long. Is that we practically had to restart the conversation when you joined, bro. Like, I was like,
exactly.
I had a meeting. So,
it's not Tony's fault. It's not my fault. It's your fault.
Yeah, it's my fault.
I didn't get my noodles on time. Like, you know what I mean?
Blame my manager. Blame my manager. Why did he say a meeting at 8 o'clock? Why?
All right. Well, we're not gonna get into that because we don't want to get Drake right. So he had a meeting. We understand. We'll leave it at that. But look, big up to everyone that's been part of the stream. Make sure, as I said, you go obviously subscribe to the channels that were mentioned. Love you all. Take care. Stay safe, and we'll catch you later. Peace.
Peace, people.